You're tuned into the Dockmaster Mike radio show, and joining me this morning is Michael Amandus Quast, known in the smooth jazz world as simply Amandus. He is a prolific session musician, educator, and is here to talk about two singles that he's recently released. One under his own name, titled The Day After Tomorrow, and another single that he has released with two other session musicians, Alvin Mills and Uli Brodersen, under the name AMB, and the single is titled Friday Evening. Welcome aboard, Michael.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for the invitation. I'm really honored. I checked out your channel. Very nice. Nice music.
We received a couple of different singles from your catalog. Most recently, Friday Evening, featuring Mills and Brodersen. So this project is called Amandus Mills Brodersen, correct?
That's correct. That's been the people I've been working with for the last 5 years anyways. So we just had the idea to form this kind of smooth jazz supergroup. It was Alvin's idea, actually. He has his own project, and I have been playing with him for a long time. So I just told the guys, okay, let's give it a try. And we recorded In the Curve, our first song. And now we recorded one composition of mine, Friday Evening. Yeah, it's nice to have those people with me. I'm really grateful.
How did you go about collaborating with these two prolific artists that are similar to yourself? I know one of them is a teacher, and all of you are session musicians. How did you guys collaborate together?
I met Uli, the guitar player, 20 years ago. We had a band back then when we were students. He was a music student, and they kind of went away. Everybody went into another direction. So we met again 5 years ago, and I had him record on my smooth jazz songs. And Alvin had another project. Actually, Alvin had been playing with Jeff Lorber once in Italy. So he was a really iconic bass player here in southern Germany. So I think the first time I played with him was in 2008. I was really honored. And ever since then, I used to sub in his project. And when I started my project, of course, I asked him to play the bass tracks. And it was really rewarding.
How did you find your way into smooth jazz music? When did you know that this was what you wanted to pursue as you as an individual artist?
It was a helicopter pilot, a guy who was stationed in Heidelberg back in the 90s, and he was playing saxophone, and he invited me over to his house for a session, just check out some music, and then he gave me all those CDs of his heroes, Nagy, Gerald Albright, and I went back to my house, to my place, and with all this big pile of smooth jazz CDs, and that was it. I caught fire.
Yeah, so to speak, correct. So, and when you were in high school, you were also in marching band or in symphonic band, correct?
I was in bands, yeah, over here in Germany, and I was 1 year in South Dakota, and I joined the South Dakota All-State Jazz Band. That was really nice. We traveled all around South Dakota back then. That was back in the 90s. A very nice experience for me.
All right, everyone, here it is. The new single release from AMB, which is Amandus, Mills, and Brodersen, and this song is titled Friday Evening. So when you were growing up, and I'm asking you these questions because I'm putting a picture together of how we got to some of your current releases. I hear some synth wave, I hear new wave, I hear all the influences of the music I was listening to growing up. So I'm just trying to gather a collaborative picture of how you've produced your music because it's so beautiful. So growing up, who were some of the artists outside of jazz that you were influenced by?
Oh, that's a good question. My sister was listening to all the 80s music, and the 80s music on the charts in Germany was mostly from the UK. So I guess that's where I subconsciously picked up the synth stuff. And I was also listening to jazz trios like Oscar Peterson. Shaka Tak was also a band that I frequently listened to. And I'm more than once, my music was compared to the music of Shaka Tak. And I think back then it was on the radio in Germany.
So now going back to that time period again, and I'm just asking for curiosity purposes. So when you hear the way back in the 80s, some of these artists were experimenting, such as Shack Attack, even Miles Davis, when they started experimenting with synthesizers and incorporating it into their music, how does that play different versus now today's landscape with everything being so incorporated? When you hear some of the music and some of the nuances in a different style, such as like maybe Depeche Mode, but then you hear someone using the same keyboard in another style of music. What's your take on those?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think when Miles discovered the synthesizers, everything was new, and he quickly incorporated it into his music. And now everything went into the box, into the computer, and I have some software synthesizers that are really inspire me. And of some of my tracks, I use them. And I think new stuff will always evolve in another genre. And since I also play a lot of pop music with local bands here, I'm exposed to the newest synth sounds in pop music, like Dua Lipa. She's from the UK. And those sounds also inspire me. And also on The Weekend, the sounds he uses, some of those sounds are really similar to the 80s sounds. That's interesting. When I hear a Weekend song, I get reminded of my childhood. But when I ask my students, listen to those synth sounds, do they feel old-fashioned to you? They say no, it's up to date, it's recent. It's interesting because they haven't been on this planet in the 80s.
tuned into the Dockmaster Mike Radio Show. Let's talk about your current single release, The Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's my second take on an Afrobeat. Thank you. You're so well informed. The first one was Her Love. Her Love, I was experimenting with Afrobeat and smooth jazz melody. Back then, I used a vocal also. My friend Clive, awesome singer. And now I thought, okay, maybe try another one. I hope you like it.
I think that it's great when I hear that song because there is Afrobeat. And the thing is the reason why I asked you some of the questions that I asked you is because you have complexity where you can play with Jeff Lorber, but yet you have the simplicity where it sounds radio listenable, such as Dua Lipa, Weekend,
Yeah.
some of those artists. And so the day after tomorrow transcends different genres, but it still has the complexity of the smooth jazz.
Yeah, that's what I like. Although
So,
Jeff Lorber stuff is a lot more complex. So I think the day after tomorrow is harmonically, it's on the easier side, easier to listen to.
so when you go into the studio, for instance, such as for the day after tomorrow, or when you start working on these tracks, how do you lay it down? And do you play by yourself, or do you start adding personnel into the recording?
The writing progress is always by myself. In this case, I started with the beat. Then I think the next one was the chord sequence was second, and then I played bass, which was later. Yeah, I replaced it with Alvin's bass track, and the piano I did last, I think, on this one.
All right, everyone. Here is the new current song release from Amandus. This song is titled "The Day After Tomorrow." And if you want to find out more about Amandus and his current releases, obviously check out his website. His website is amandusmusic.com. And also follow him on Instagram. On Instagram, you can find all kinds of current music, and also he does a lot of live videos. And Amandus, I just want to thank you for joining us here on the Dockmaster Mike radio show. And this song is titled "The Day After Tomorrow." You're tuned into the Dockmaster Mike radio show.